Everywhere, everyone thinks the same thing. Someone should just go kill these motherfuckers. Kill them all.
Well, we've been out here for a day and a half, Joe, and at this point you're telling me you like the Ducati a little bit better, so why don't you go ahead and give me the rundown on why that is.
Well, mainly just because the Ducati is so much easier to ride, especially somebody a little less skill level, not Ricky Racer like Ken here. A little more forgiving, easy to stay in on the keeping gear a little bit easier, not constantly trying to rev it to 16,000 RPMs to keep it in its power. You can be a little bit lazy through the corners and turn in, be a little gear off, and still roll on the throttle and have something there to be able to pull out of the corner, still keep the thing moving.
At this point, I kind of like the Suzuki a little bit better, you know, and your argument about the gearing, that's fine, but to be honest with you, first, second gear on this thing, the search to find the correct gear on the Suzuki doesn't seem as haphazard, because with the slipper clutch gives me anyways a little bit more leeway when I'm sitting there trying to sort out which gear I'm going to get into. Fernley's got like really technical tight corners, and a lot of braking, like 28 total corners. So I don't know about that argument. I think the inline four-cylinder actually does pretty good. Plus with the slipper clutch you're able to you have a little bit of room for error.
Well, I disagree, because that's exactly where the Ducati comes into play, because of the fact that you can be in the wrong gear and you're not constantly worried about keeping the RPM. So you have these crazy tight corners. You're coming in literally first gear corners out here. You come rolling into the corner, you can drop this thing in first or second.
All right, so far, Joe, I get your argument about the motor, but styling-wise and cost-wise, do you really think you're getting your bang for your buck with the Duck?
Oh, definitely. Come on now. We're talk about comparing a Ferrari to a Mustang GT here. I mean, it's just night and day. I mean, look at this thing. It's just Brembo brakes, hydraulic clutch. I mean, this thing's just immaculate. It's got beautiful lines. I mean, it's definitely unique. I mean, the Suzuki kind of looks like a lot of the other Japanese bikes. They're all kind of have that same look and feel, and the Ducatis definitely stand out big time. Totally different look.
So there we go. It's always about beauty with these Italian bikes, isn't it? I don't know if that beauty's worth $2,300. Is that what it is? 23? $2,300. Is it $2,300 better than the Gixxer? You can argue that case, I guess, if you're a Ducati file or Ducatisti. So, in my opinion, you got $2,300 to work with on a GSX-R to bring it up to par with a Ducati. And then you're already starting off, this is probably one of the best looking GSX-Rs they've ever made, in my opinion. There's so much other stuff to deal with the Ducati. First of all, if you buy this bike, you cannot change the wheels, you cannot change the tires without a special stand and a special tool. This thing, you can go out, you can just buy a toolkit from Ace Hardware and a stand online, and you can change the tire easy. Now, what's your argument there?
Well, first would be Marchini wheels, single-sided swing arm. I mean, that couple of those things alone in themselves are worth having to pick up a couple extra tools and a different rear stand. I mean, definitely well worth the money.
All right, well, as you heard, it's time to get back out on the track. Joe, you ready to go get your Ducati ass spanked a little bit more?